Hi guys, I'm just gonna make this little video regarding this. I think I bought it back in 2 years ago, around 2022 or 2021. I can't remember, but it's regarding this USB flash drive called the Auamoz, Auamoz, and that basically is a memory flash drive that's about 512 gigabytes in size. I mean, I still got it, but I don't use it anymore. I just keep it. But it's basically like what's his name? Decided to tell me that this is not really a good product. I forgot his name. Supofei is the one who commented 2 months ago, and he told me about this, but I already knew about it. That's why I replaced it with a more newer USB. So now I'm using this. I'm making this video about that Auamoz. What is it? Auamoz flash drive 512 gigs, which is not really 512, which is a lie. They basically deceive people, telling that I forgot. I think it's made in China. I'm not really sure, but I bought it on Amazon a while back. But it basically they kind of program it so that your computer reads it as 512, but it's probably smaller than that. I saw a video on it with Linus later on, but like a couple months after I made that video, that's when I found out that it wasn't a legit, it was, I don't know if they would call it a scam, but I might as well call it a scam because it's lying to people that it's telling you that it has that much memory, 512, and it's smaller than that. I don't know exactly what they do, but they somehow mess with the controller of the chip. I don't know, like when you plug it in, it reads false information. Like, what's his name? Supofei. I'll put his comment in the description of the video, or I'll just put it somewhere here. He says, I wonder if you still have this flash drive since the video is from more than 2 years ago. If you do, have you ever tested whether your drive is really 512 gigs or significantly smaller? I got a 1 terabyte flash drive from Auamoz about 1 year ago and only found out recently that it was only 64 gigs. In reality, I didn't use it very often before and so found out the truth's too late. If you are interested in testing yours, I guess the easiest way is making a 100 gigabyte zip file. That's what he recommended me. Copying it to the drive and checking that file can be unzipped. I'm not worried about losing those files because I already made a copy of it a while back. Because every time I save a data on a flash drive like this, I make a backup on my external hard drive. See, like this one. And I'll just plug in. This one has this is by Seagate. It's 4 terabytes, more than enough. So this is huge, 4 terabytes storage. On top of that, I got a internal drive, this hard disk drive is about 15 terabytes. So, and I got a 2 terabyte SD or SSD and an M.2. I got a M.2 and a 2 terabyte SSD by SanDisk. Samsung? I forgot it's by Samsung. The SSD by, it's like they're pretty powerful. So like I said, this is where I store my data now. I don't use this anymore. So it says, if yours is also a scam like mine, your zip file will be incomplete and corrupted. In your video, you said you copied around 3.47 gigs of files as a demonstration, which is likely not large enough to expose its real storage capacity. This is not an issue of defective or broken products. If that were the case, we would get error messages telling us that the copy process has failed. No, you're not going to get any error message. Everything would appear working perfectly. Only when you try to read the files beyond its real storage capacity, you begin to realize that those files are not entirely there. This can only be done by programming a deceptive controller, that's the one he's talking about, on the firmware of the flash drive to feed false information to the OS system. I also looked around and found that I'm not alone in this. A blogger shared his experience here in case it interests you. So this is really useful information. So thank you to Supofei. He's I guess he also goes by Bluffy the Sayer. Like I said, I'll link the information here. thanks to your advice, dude. He linked this thing. I'll put it in the description of the video. It's called the Ben More Info Integrity of Amazon Reviews. It's probably because of a lot of products that comes from China or whatever are defective and basically like a scam. So this is a blog regarding this Auamoz. It's not just the Auamoz that's... See, this blog, Integrity of Amazon Reviews. You'll recall my experience with PHI Not So Cool. It purported to have 120 gigabytes of storage but only had a low quality 32 gigabyte micro SD card. I guess I'm a sucker for deals. That's the price of buying cheap stuff, because I was deceived too. But I found out later because I saw this video of Linus Tech Tips. I watch him sometimes when I wanna know or wanna learn stuff, because I learned a lot of stuff from Linus Tech Tips. I watched his video before I found out about it from this guy that commented. It's called Amazon More Like Scamazon Fake SSDs. That's the name of the video. I'll put it on the description of the video, the link, so you guys can watch it. Basically, it's talking about a similar thing about this fake. You know, he bought a portable SSD that says it has 16 terabyte of storage, but it's $110, but it's actually way smaller than that. It's similar to what he said about the controller of the chip in the flash drive. You know, saying deceptive, it's deceptive. So yeah, don't buy. So what I'm gonna say is don't buy that Auamoz. I'm gonna just, like I said, I'll probably put comment and link this latest video I'm making to this video about Auamoz, so that it'll warn you guys. And then I said this is what I'm using now. It's a SanDisk. I got a SanDisk and a external hard drive. There you go. This one has this never failed me, and it has 128 gigs storage, so that's useful. So that's what I'm using nowadays. SanDisk, it's a better product than Auamoz. Auamoz, I think I don't know, they're deceptive. It's not a legit company. So yeah, I learned my lesson from that, and definitely after watching Linus' video, and then this guy commented later on, like 2 years later, and he's right. So like I said, he linked the thing that you can read. It's a blog regarding. So with this, I found Auamoz USB iOS memory stick photo stick that has several positive comparative reviews on the internet, so I ordered it from Amazon. Bad choice. Here's the review I submitted to Amazon January 10, 2024. This is a complete fake. I ran GRC's ValiDrive against it, and it showed that it claimed 268 gigabytes but only tested a 71 gigabytes. Is that like a software? Okay, I might try that out. I'm gonna use ValiDrive to test claim, but only I couldn't resist, so I opened it. All this is a micro SD card in a cheap carrier. How did this get almost 6,000 reviews with a 4.1 rating? Amazon, are you asleep at the wheel? I even submitted pictures of the internals and the ValiDrive test results. So he disassembled the Auamoz, the same thing I bought 2 years ago, and he removed the SD card inside the micro SD, and so that you can see the inside, and he tested it using ValiDrive to see, you know, how much data it is really capable of. I guess it's a sort of software that tests it. You see, in ValiDrive, it says quickly spot check any USB mass storage drive for fraudulent, deliberately missing storage. So yeah, thanks to this guy. I'm gonna link that also in the description, all this stuff, and this blog as well. So this is useful for people who are, you know, just in case you get deceived. So I guess you can say I got deceived just like everyone else. So we couldn't push her because it doesn't meet our community guidelines. So I guess telling the truth doesn't meet their community guidelines. It doesn't have stated capacity. This doesn't have the stated key. That's what he commented on or reviewed it. But I guess they couldn't accept that review. I ran GRC's ValiDrive against it and showed that it claimed 268 gigs but only tested as 71 gigs. I couldn't resist, so I opened it. So that's what he did. won't be able to read your data from this drive. Thank you for submitting a review of flash drive for iPhone 256GB Auamoz USB iOS memory stick, photo stick, internal storage thumb drive for iPhone, iPad, Android computer, light blue. We are sorry that you did not have a positive experience. We investigated your concerns about product authenticity, and the information we have indicates the product you received was authentic. Amazon told them that it's authentic. That's not good. These guys are lying. As a result, we removed the review you submitted. This ensures that customer reviews remain as accurate as possible for the benefit of future customers. If you go read the Amazon reviews, nobody mentions restoring the files from the drive. So I resubmitted my review a third time on January 14, 2024 to trying to be more succinct. So what's his name? This dude's name is Ben Moore. That's his blog. Thank you for submitting a review of flash drive. Okay, he had submit. We are sorry you didn't have it's the same thing they said. Basically copy and paste. Concerns but the information have indicated that the product was authentic. It's like a computer. Finally bought a SanDisk 128GB Aliexpress flash drive Go that tested and worked great. It cost twice as much as the Auamoz and had half the stated but actual capacity. So that's what I did too. I bought a SanDisk 128GB. So Auamoz, not cool, man. Don't get the product. For future references or future warnings. This is a warning video. Don't buy the Auamoz. It's called the Auamoz. The one I got is a 512GB Auamoz memory drive. I'll also link the Amazon page. I don't know, I think they might have taken it down, but if this helps you guys. But there's the, like I said, use another more legit and actually trustworthy brand. Sometimes it's kind of tricky because they lie and they're deceptive about the reviews as well, so you can't really tell unless you actually test it. I didn't even think about testing the product using this ValiDrive software, but so yeah, this is what I'm using now. The SanDisk. I've filled it up all the way and it never had any problems. Because the other one, the Auamoz already got deleted data. It will delete the data, so it's like it's not really made in Malaysia. So this is what you should get instead. Small. So let's check this link that he gives us. The client found that I'm not alone. This blogger shared his experience here in case it interests you. So let's check it out. Sure, should be safe. Okay. This is called Ben's blog. Here's the Ben. Here's the link. benmore.info, blog.benmore.info. Just type that in. But you can also click that link. I'll probably put that link in the description of the video, or also I'll pin a comment. It's by Bob Moore. He's the one who posted. Made in February 11, 2024, Sunday. Integrity of Amazon reviews. I don't know why I waited this long to make this, but it says, you recall my experience with PHI not so cool. It's supported to have 1220 gigabytes of storage, but only had a low quality 32 gigabyte micro SD card. So it says it's big, but it's the actual size of the micro SD is smaller than it's reporting. I guess I'm a sucker for deals, so that's the same thing I had an issue with, because it was cheap. So I kept on looking for a USB drive with USB-A, USB-C, and Lightning connectors. This time I thought I would be smarter instead of just looking on Amazon. I used Google to double check Amazon. With this I found Auamoz USB iOS memory stick photo stick that had several positive comparative reviews on the internet, so I ordered it from Amazon. Bad choice. Just bad choice. Here's the review I submitted on Amazon January 10, 2024. This is a complete fake. I ran GRC's ValiDrive against it. I'm gonna try that software later. But also put it on the description and pinned comment against it, and it showed that it claimed 268 gigabytes but only tested as 71 gigs. So again, this is what the computer read it as. But the actual size is 71 gigs. I couldn't resist, so I opened it. All this is a micro SD card in a cheap carrier. How did this get almost 6,000 reviews with a 4.1 rating? Amazon, are you asleep at the wheel? I even submitted pictures of the internals and the ValiDrive test results. So he showed, this is the one I have, same one. But his is 250 minus, so this is pretty much, yeah, it's a scam. So you know, you just gotta be careful. And I wasn't, so I fell for it. Oops. That's what it looks like. Same brand. Auamoz. Made in China, of course. It's advertised, but it's not really real. Or that's how it's advertised, but it's fake. Here's some pics that he took. He opened it up. Here's the SD card, micro SD. And here's the how he validated it with ValiDrive. Right there, 68 gigs. That's what it read, but the actual size by ValiDrive is 71 gigs. This date and time, declared drive size. Oh yeah, sucks. What the? Okay. So Amazon response, we couldn't post your review because it doesn't meet our community guidelines. So I guess the telling the truth doesn't meet their community guidelines. That's why. So I resubmitted my review on January 12, 2024, omitting fake. Doesn't have stated capacity. This doesn't have the stated capacity. I ran GRC's ValiDrive against it, and it showed that it claimed 268 gigs, but only tested as 71 gigs. I couldn't resist, so I opened it. All this is a micro SD card in a cheap carrier. You won't be able to read your data from this drive. So yeah, it's fooling your computer, making it think that what is that? What do you call it? Somehow they change it's corrupted, incomplete. So when you try to put a big file, it won't work. The deceptive controller on the firmware. Deceptive controller on the firmware for the flash drive. Basically deceives even the OS is deceived, because when you plug it in the USB, it doesn't read it correctly. Thank you for submitting a freebie of flash drive for iPhone 256 gig Auamoz USB iOS memory stick, photo stick, external storage, thumb drive for iPhone, iPad, Android computer, Light Blue. We are sorry you didn't have a positive experience. We investigated your concerns about product. That's what Amazon is saying in response to him about product authenticity, and the information have indicates that the product you received was authentic. As a result, we removed the review you submitted. This ensures that customer reviews remain as accurate as possible for the benefit of future customers. What the hell? Okay, now I'm getting suspicious of Amazon. If you go read the Amazon reviews, and plus the fact that they're doing stupid stuff right now with Twitch, deleting or reducing the 100-hour capacity of their video storage on Twitch. That makes me even more pissed at them right now. If you read the Amazon reviews, nobody mentions restoring the files from the drive. So I resubmitted my third review on January 14, 2024 to be more succinct. Doesn't have stated capacity, it only had 71 gigs of capacity. If you copy files to it, you can't read them back. Amazon replied on January 15, 2024. Thank you for submitting a flash blah 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 for the stick drum drive. We are sorry you did not have a positive exchange. We will investigate your concerns about product. They said the same thing. It's like a robot, basically, a bot. I finally bought a SanDisk 128 gig Aliexpress flash drive Go that tested and worked great. It cost twice as much as the Auamoz and had half the stated but actual capacity. So it may have less 120 gigs, but it's accurate. While the fake one the fake one said it's supposed to have 268, but in actuality it has less, 71 gigs. While the SanDisk that he bought is perfectly correct, even with ValiDrive. So yeah, I'm gonna try that software. So yeah, there we go. We learned our lesson. You know what? It's a learning experience, but this pretty much makes me blocked Auamoz from ever purchasing, and I'm gonna use this video to warn you guys. So this is the new drive, like I said, the SanDisk. This is the better option. I bought the same thing that he was talking about, and now its actual storage capacity is 128 gigs. So let's do the ValiDrive thing he was talking about. Okay, so let's scroll down. Here it is. Just click on this link, ValiDrive. Click here. So ValiDrive, quick spot check any USB mass storage drive for fraudulently deliberately missing storage. So this will make sure. Let's go ahead and download it. It's supposed to be freeware. Okay. Once you see this, basically, probably save it. Save, and then we're gonna install this. When you see this, click on that, and it should start installing. Or there we go. This is a it doesn't need to install. It's an actual thing. Okay. But this ValiDrive conducts a data preserving 576 region spot check to test the readability, validity, and true storage experience of any drive of any size connected to any Windows USB port. Why was this created? Development of SpinRite, blah blah blah. We detected fraudulent and substandard quality USB flash drives had become a real problem. These no-brand drives claim high capacity and low cost. They are readily found on Amazon, eBay, etc. Was this too good to be true? Yes, it is not true. Their low quality makes their use risky and may deliberately represent their size, claiming to be. Yeah, you can read the rest, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this. First, we gotta plug in the deceptive. I wouldn't say it's a virus, but it's just lying about the actual size of the drive. So this is fake. So what I'm gonna do? Wait. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we're gonna plug this in. See the fakeness. Oops. Plug it in my USB drive. Should show up in a bit. There we go. Scan for threads. Nah. I already emptied this out. I didn't really lose any files because the file transfer was only like 3 or 4 gigs. So like that one guy commented, I couldn't really see the full capacity of this. But what I'm gonna do is check USB drive, initializing USB environment. To introduce the drive we wish to validate, Is correctly inserted. To physically remove it from the can wait a few moments for its removable to be recognized. Then insert the USB drive which have validated and wait a few moments for the drive to be recognized. The screen advance with yours has been registered by Windows. Okay. Don't know what it means. I'll just reinsert it. Okay. There we go. All I did was remove it and insert it. Drive's declared size 536 million or 537 gigs. Windows drive letter G. Valid has detected the connection of this USB and is ready to perform a quick non-destructive 576 point spot check validation of this drive's declared storage space. Like I said, I'm gonna put the link for this. It's free and you don't need to install it. You just double click and it opens. Where is it at? Downloads. Here it is. ValiDrive. That's what I downloaded. You can just double click that and put it anywhere. Go ahead and click this. Calibrating. Okay. This is reading the Auamoz 512 gig that I bought. I'm trying to see what the actual size is. See how deceptive this thing really is. Good thing I learned about this from that guy. I mean, good thing he commented about it, because that was 11 months ago. But I'm gonna go ahead and make this video so, you know, warn others about it. So it's alright. It's gonna take quite a bit. Reading, writing. It's gonna take quite a bit. So the red spot says no storage and it's more. Right error is yellow, blue read error validated is the ones that work. The red ones are the ones that are not working. So yeah, we're gonna find out how big this drive really is, the actual size of the drive. Like I said, it's called ValiDrive. That's one way to know. I don't know if this thing works on SSDs. It probably does. You just gotta probably remove it and then reinsert it again, I guess. Mostly thumb drives, like it says. Terabyte thumb drives from Amazon. So mostly these things right here. That's what it detects, or it scans. Even the small micro SD cards and SSD. So yeah, slowly learning the size of this thing. It's gonna take quite a bit of time, but it's almost finished. Good thing they made this thing. I might probably open up this USB and see what. I don't think I'll be able to know, but software works because it's still plugged in. See, that's the Auamoz. Okay. Wow, look at all those. No storage. Those are the ones that you can't store data on, that or basically I mean, the actual size, look how small the green ones are. That's the actual size of the drive. It's very few. It's increasing more and more. I wonder what the actual size is. Curious. So it says 512 gigs. That's what the OS or my computer reads whenever I plug it in. But now we're gonna find the truth. Here's the bottom bar. It's like a question mark when you open this software. Basically, you gotta open the software first and then you plug in the drive before it reads it. So you gotta open this ValiDrive. After you open it, that's when you plug in your USB afterwards. And then I'm gonna try it on this one, which is the newer one I use, the SanDisk, which is probably gonna be more accurate because this one is deceptive. Like I said, it's not a virus. That's the thing, though. It's not. I mean, it's not anything wrong with it. It doesn't contain a malware virus. But what it does is it tricks people like us, you know, customers that don't know any better. Like I said, that guy who commented, thanks to him. Like I said, forgot his name. Give credit, these guys. See, credit where credit is due. Supofe, that's his name. Supofe. Give him a thumbs up, you guys. There you go, give him a heart, thumbs up. And also this dude, he gave me a link. His name is Ben Moore, right there. He created this blog. So very useful information, you know, for, like I said, I learned a lot from, like, you guys comment, you know, every time you comment something useful like this, I learn a lot. So it's not just about what I post on the internet, unless you're a troll and you don't give any useful information for me to learn. See, that's the thing. Instead of giving me a productive criticism, you guys just troll. But if you give me a comment like this that actually I can use, then okay, so now what? Okay, trying to see if there's more info that it's gonna give me. Close. Okay, here it is. Final report. Report is 537 gigs. The actual size is 63.5 gigs. Holy crap. This is the actual validated drive size. This is the one that's deceptive, the one deceiving us, or deceiving me. So there's the date, time that I tested this. Go ahead and save this. And document, yes, go ahead and save that information. And hub, drive vendor, iOS, Devi, hash valid region, serial number, a lot of information here. Time measurements in microseconds. So holy smokes. Actual drive is way smaller, 63. That's why I couldn't know, because I only wrote like about 4 gigs of data I saved on it. But then it corrupts it too. It gets corrupted. Luckily, like I said before, it corrupted my data. I put it in this. So I bought this afterwards, the SanDisk. So yeah, Alright, hope that helps you guys, and you can use ValiDrive to scan any drives and then save the data. Let's see, let's go to documents. Okay, I opened it up and here it is, all the information that I need. There you go. Yep. False, deceptive. So yeah. Let's go ahead and exit, clear, copy, exit. But then remove this drive. See, this is false. File 499. Its actual size is 65 gigs. Wait, was it 65 gigs? 63.5 gigs. 63.5. So yeah, it says 499, but the actual size is 63.5 gigs. It's fake. You're gonna get reported. Well, I'm not gonna report it. I'm just gonna make the video and warn you guys. Upload it. So yeah, this is fake. That's fake. So thumbs down. Okay guys, I'm gonna use this ValiDrive again, and then I'm gonna check USB drive. Go ahead and scan the SanDisk. This one. Just the newer one I got. Newer and better. Okay, let's go ahead and plug this in the USB slot. There you go. Inserted. See, it read it. Drive declared size 123. Windows drive letter G. It's detected the connection of this USB drive and is ready to perform a quick non-destructive 576 point spot check validation of this drive. Declared storage space. Go ahead and when you're ready, validate this drive. Okay, see what's gonna happen. So yeah, look at that, it's all green. That means it's accurate. Everything is green, 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 which means it's good. Perfect. Every spot, perfect. See, all green. That means it's, when you're done, so I go like this one. Click close, and then you're gonna see the results. Declared size drive, the date, time, 6:48, February 25, 2025. Declared drive size is 123 gigs. Validated drive size is 123 gigs. Highest valid region is 100. So yeah, it's very accurate. So yep, it's all green, validated, which means there's no missing storage, no deceptive. SanDisk, good job with this. Thumbs up. And save that, and then I guess I'll name this ValiDrive 2 or 1. There you go. Then when you're done, click exit. There you go. So I'm gonna leave it here. Alright, hope this helps you guys. And one others. This one you can download in, what is the name? grc.com/ValiDrive. I'm gonna put the link in the description, like I said. Also the pinned comment, so you guys can check out this, as well as this blog. You can read it yourself. So thank you, Supo.